identify myself.
Yes, you do.
Actually, I don't. It's called common law. You should read up on it. I do not. I am a Christian woman of God, and you are not going to put your disgusting rules on me that are false and not true. Do you understand that? I will not have it. The CDC just released...
Turn around.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Play this game.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back. Really glad you could join me today. I'm Enigma and I'm a qualified body language analyst. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at this insane video of a Karen being arrested by the police after basically insulting them and being really arrogant and disrespectful towards them. Now, this all started when a woman inside a department store in Texas refused to wear a mask at the height of the COVID pandemic. And when asked by employees to leave, she actually got physical with them and was actually detained by police for assault. The key problem here is, this Karen lacks intelligence and assumes that the police have no power over her, despite being legally detained. Oh, how wrong she was. And we'll now watch the aftermath unfold. Hope you enjoy.
You did say I had to have an ID to be here.
No, we need that. You need to give
Didn't
us
you say?
identification.
Okay.
Was the call taker able to get a last name? She's refusing to identify herself.
It's my God-given right to be here on this planet, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Correct? You just lied to me.
I lied to you about what?
You said I had to have an ID to be here.
No, you
That's
gotta
not what I
identify
said.
yourself.
When you're
Oh.
legally detained, you can play back on your video. When you're legally detained, you have a duty to identify yourself to a police officer.
Okay, so they're saying when I'm legally detained, which I was not, that I have the...
Can you try to run her without a date of birth?
So this Karen, after literally assaulting employees of this department store, now complains about having her God-given rights infringed when being told that she's detained. I don't really think she knows what being detained actually means. It means that you're suspect of committing a crime, and the police need to identify you and assess the situation before they let you go. You are most certainly not free to go, and you must provide identification and your name. They are well within their rights to throw a set of handcuffs on her if they feel like she's a threat, or if she doesn't comply. In terms of her body language, she puts one arm on her hip. This is her trying to make herself appear larger and more threatening than she actually is. She also changes her tone of voice here to sound more aggressive and assertive. She's clearly chosen the fight response here, and that shows how entitled she really is. She actually thinks that she can scare the police into backing down and taking her side. It's insane.
White female, approximately 40, 45 years of age.
How am I legally detained? Can you...
We were called here to investigate after I was shoved. Okay, so they're saying
And I called
that,
you too.
Okay, so let me...
I called the police too.
Are
but
you
they're
going to
only
let me talk, or are you going to be the only one talking?
Rack.
Because right now, as a call taker, I know you want to have them on there for your safety purposes.
Yes.
But right now, you and I need to be talking, not them.
Says who?
You need to continue having a conversation with me. So,
Because
you said that she shoved you.
She
you want to
did.
file assault charges. She's saying you shoved her, and she has witnesses. You have witnesses to say that she shoved you.
She has the manager?
No.
No, okay.
There are other employees that were in the fitting
I
room.
would hope, okay, other employees? Well, there's also another woman without a mask. Isn't that interesting how she only picked me?
Well, I have nothing to
She
do
only
with that at
picked
all.
me, the white person, not the black person wearing a mask. Do you think it's a racist thing? I don't know.
We're not here to talk about race.
Well, you know what?
At
It
all.
kind of seems like it's a racist thing when the black woman doesn't have a mask on, but she comes after the white one.
So she briefly puts her hands on her hips again before distracting herself with her glasses. This is now turning into feigned confidence. She feels as though she should be trying to make herself appear more threatening, but struggles to bring up the confidence to do it. It's why she holds it for such a brief time period. She instead folds her arm. It's a bit weird as she's also holding a phone, but this is actually a self-soothing pacifying behavior. When we experience high levels of stress, our brain causes us to pacify to calm ourselves down. We exhale, we scratch, and we fidget and fold our arms, which is also known as the self-hug. This shows just how entitled she really is. Despite being incredibly stressed, she still tries to intimidate and scare the police. This Karen is on another level. It's ironic the name Karen actually means purity, but I actually think the word entitled suits it far better.
That's the
Okay,
only
so
difference.
that's
We're
something
both
where you would
women.
file a complaint with Nordstrom Rack.
Okay, but I also want to file a complaint with you for her assaulting me.
Okay,
by
and she
shoving
also
me.
wants to file assault charges
Okay,
against you.
okay.
That's the Valley sign, go ahead.
they have cameras at Nordstrom to prove all this?
Do you have a middle name?
Do you have a middle name?
Yeah, my name is Gene.
What is it?
Really think that's a
Jean?
negative.
Yeah,
First
middle
name?
White female,
R. Jean
approximately
Eller?
5'8",
Do you have a middle
5'10".
name?
Why is it your business?
Because we have to identify you. If I can't identify you, I'm taking you to jail.
Okay, this is
Okay.
getting weird. Now they're saying if they can't identify me, they're taking me to jail. How do you identify the homeless?
That's a
They
negative.
tell us their names, their date of birth. We have, I mean, they work with us.
Are you
You're
able
not
to look
working
up
with us here.
anything
Working
or
with you, I was
reverse
just
check on the
assaulted
cell
at
phone
a
number
store
that's
for
on?
not
we
doing
can't
anything
get to
wrong.
that. We can't get to that point. We're not on either side. We don't know what's
You
going
are,
on
you
because
are
we can't
taking
identify
sides.
you.
You are taking sides.
No.
Robert Eugene Eller, you are taking
Not
sides.
Eugene.
Robert Gene Eller, you are taking sides.
I'm not taking
and it's
sides.
really sad.
Listen,
It's really sad.
we're trying to get information from you, but we can't even get any information from you.
This happened at Nordstrom Rack.
You can see their foot positioning briefly when the lady drops her pen and picks it up. Foot positioning can show us a lot of information about what a person is feeling. The Karen has one foot pointed towards the male police officer and one foot towards the female police officer, thus showing that she's trying to communicate with both of them equally. The male cop, on the other hand, has his feet narrowly positioned, with his leading foot pointing towards the female cop, which tells us that he does not want to be communicating with the Karen, which is understandable actually, and that he wants to talk with the female cop. Foot positioning, from my experience, is one of the most reliable pieces of body language that you can read, and analyzing the position is pretty much always accurate. This is because feet positioning puts the body in the correct position to easily communicate with the people you want to talk to.
Ma'am, you need to stand over
Sam, you
here.
can't leave because right now you're still detained.
No, you can't. You are being detained.
Why am I being detained?
Because
Please.
we don't know who you are.
Okay, I'm being detained because they don't know who I am.
Okay?
Which
We were called
apparently
here.
is illegal.
We were called here for a situation, okay?
A situation where I was.
Which
pushed
we're
by-
We
investigating.
don't
So if
know.
you are
We're
a
investigating
victim,
it.
Okay, where's the investigator?
If
Are you
you're-
an investigator?
ma'am,
We are officers. We
Kara,
have to figure out what's
Carabelle.
going on.
if you're a victim of assault, we need to know who you are.
Carabelle.
So-
How did you know my name was Carabelle?
Because I heard you say it. You said it on the phone when you called 911. That's how I
no,
know.
you just called and got it. Don't lie.
No.
You are lying to me. I just heard you call the police officer that I talked to and get my name. Now you're
It's not a
lying.
police officer on the phone.
Now
When
you're
you
lying.
were in the fitting room.
You
I
are
heard.
lying. Stop. This
Okay.
is the second time I caught you in a lie.
Okay. Replay your video. I'm not
Okay.
lying.
Okay. Okay.
So now the male cop puts his hands on his hips, but is angled backwards, which is kind of strange. This is either him trying to intimidate the woman into complying by making himself appear bigger and more threatening, or it's him trying to give himself reassurance. Displaying power poses has been shown to boost the levels of confidence in a person. Acting confident makes you confident. However, I do have to say this, body language is basically psychology, and when dealing with the human mind, it's impossible to be deterministic. What I mean by this is that you can't possibly say if you see this one thing, then it must mean this thing. Everyone is different and everyone expresses body language slightly differently. It's impossible to be completely accurate when dealing with the human mind. The problem is, many people, albeit not very intelligent ones, think body language is actually a pseudoscience, but it's just not deterministic in the way other sciences are.
Making the situation worse.
No, you are. By not following the law. First of all, I don't have to identify myself.
Yes, you do.
Actually, I don't. It's called common law. You should read up on it. I do not. Okay? So we both know that I don't. I am a woman of God. This is my right as much as it is yours. This is my land as much as it is yours. I did not sign up for this. I am a Christian woman of God, and you are not going to put your disgusting rules on me that are false and not true. I will not have it. Do you understand that? I will not have it. I'm sick of being bullied. I'm sick of being lied to, and it's not going to happen anymore. Do you understand? The CDC just released.
Turn around.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Play this game.
Oh my gosh.
The Karen's voice quivers when she goes on her religious rants. This is due to the release of adrenaline and cortisol into the bloodstream due to the high levels of stress, which causes our muscles to tense up and begin to shake. This is to ensure a fast reaction time should we be physically attacked, and it's basically her brain engaging the defense mechanism. Again, it demonstrates just how entitled she really is, that despite undergoing huge amounts of stress, she still continues with her entitled rant. The male cop keeps looking at the female cop. He's just waiting for the cue from her to just arrest this Karen, which he does, and rightly so. Cops aren't paid to put up with people like her. As police were responding to the call made by staff members, the woman allegedly ran into one of the fitting rooms to hide. Police then entered the store and asked her to come out of the room. When she did, she was wearing all of the clothes that she got from the store. She's just trying to cause trouble. The Karen was issued a citation for a Class C misdemeanor, which resulted in a fine of $500. She was also banned from the store for a year. The funny thing is that she's actually a candidate running for an election on the local school board in Lake Travis. I think it's safe to say we don't want her anywhere near children. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.